So Lemonade stock, ticker symbol LMND, is currently up over 34% after I said this about the stock 3 months ago. Take a listen. Now, if buyers can keep the stock above current support, then I want you guys to look for a 10% run to $40 per share. And if they can break above that level, then look for a 17% run to $42.70. Overall, to the upside, I got a price target for Lemonade at $70 per share, which from current price would be a return of over 92%. I mean, guys, where do I even start? I guess I could start by saying there's nobody else here on YouTube that is giving out this type of information for free. The average yearly return on the S&P 500 is about 10%. And yet still, I am out here giving out price predictions that more than triple that amount, and it's all for free. So whenever you guys do watch my video, all that I ask is that you leave a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're not interested in making money in the stock market but know someone else that does, please do me a favor and go ahead and share my videos with them. I would greatly appreciate that. Now, in actuality, why is the stock currently up over 35% today? Well, it's because the company did report earnings beating Wall Street expectation on the top and bottom line. Now, at $36, what gave me the idea that Lemonade stock was going to go to $70 per share? Well, if we take a look at the left side of this chart, before adding any trend lines, I could already see a bullish falling wedge structure. And once I do add the trend lines, you guys can see the pattern as well. Now, all that was needed for me to do next is to measure the flagpole. And once I got that measurement, all I got to do is move this trend line up to this breakout point. And folks, that is how you get your target price of $70 per share. Now, I want to explain to you guys what happened right here and right here. So this pattern right here is referred to as a bull flag. You guys can see the flagpole here, and this is going to be your actual flag. Now, this pattern was supposed to play out bullish with a breakout move towards the upside, but instead, as you guys can see, we did get a pullback down. Now, usually when that happens, based on my understanding of the charts, you'll then get a corrective move back towards the upside, which is exactly what happened here. Now, on the right side, even though we did have a bear flag breakdown, this was not the time to be bearish on the stock because the larger pattern was still bullish. And with that said, let's go ahead and take a listen to what the CEO had to say about today's shares increase.
Shares of Lemonade are surging today after the AI-powered insurance company posted a third quarter beat on the top and bottom lines. The stock has nearly doubled this year. Still down more than 50% from its all-time high in 2021. Joining us now, first on CNBC to break down the quarter, is Lemonade co-founder and CEO Daniel Schreiber. Daniel, it's good to have you back on. I mean, you're definitely back on the radar because the stock has been incredible lately, coming off of those lows. So what is driving, I think, 24% in customer growth, top-line growth of 30%? What's driving that?
Great to be back with you. I think overwhelmingly investors are beginning to see now that the 10 years of investments in AI are really paying off. So we're seeing just extraordinary levels of operational efficiencies coming through. So if you look at the last few years, you kind of reference how the stock has performed. So we grew in the last 3 years. We added 1 million customers. We threefold increased our revenue. We tenfold increased our gross profit. And yet our actual headcount is down. Our operating expenses, excluding growth, are entirely flat. So the ability to do that kind of growth, that kind of acceleration, 8 quarters of accelerating growth without incurring additional costs, really tells you that you've shifted from variable costs, you've shifted all your variable costs at first approximation to be fixed costs. And that really is the hallmark of AI in action.
What are you doing that others are not? Because I also had a conversation this morning with the head of AIG, much larger insurance company, and he was talking about how Gen AI is transformational to the insurance business as well. So what is the secret sauce here?
I doubt you'll talk to any CEO or executive in any company and they won't sprinkle some AI pixie dust all over themselves. So no doubt everybody is talking the talk. But Lemonade was founded with this as its central thesis 10 years ago. Artificial intelligence instead of artificial delays was our founding statement when we formed the company. And now it manifests not in words, but in the numbers. Every single line of our P&L is reflective of these kind of transformations. As I say, 8 quarters of acceleration without adding to our cost structure. I don't think that would be true of AIG. We reported today on a measure called LAE, Loss Adjustment Expense, which is one of the only measures that allowed you to compare apples to apples of efficiencies across insurers. And Lemonade at a tiny percentage of the scale of the large players, 1% of a State Farm, we're already seeing levels of efficiencies that they aren't able to attain at 2 orders of magnitude larger than us. So with us, it's truly manifesting in the numbers. It's not merely statements.
Can you do it profitably? That's been the knock, still operating at a loss.
Yeah, but the trend lines, I think, tell a very different story. We have now for 3 years said that we will be EBITDA profitable in Q4 of next year. We are already cash flow positive and have been for a year. Unusually in insurance, EBITDA comes after cash flow positivity. So we're generating cash rather than burning cash. And if you look at the trend line, as I say, flat operating expenses and tenfold increase over 3 years in gross profit tells a story of an absolute and unstoppable path to profit. And that's not where it ends. We have such a small portion of such a large industry that I think once we reach profitability, we will continue our accelerated growth and continue to take share from the incumbents.
You mentioned the LAE then. Let me come back to that and try and get you to answer Sarah's question in terms of AI, because you talk about a near tripling in claims handling efficiency. So what is the AI actually doing? Just tell our viewers, explain how that actually works and how that efficiency is therefore being harnessed through the power of AI.
Absolutely. In our company, and I don't think this will be true of any of the other insurance companies out there, for structural reasons, you meet AI without knowing it when you first see an ad of ours. Some 90% of our ad allocation dollars is done by AI. We have an internal almost bidding system that will make predictions. We have some 50 machine learning models making predictions about every single customer or prospect who hits our website, trying to divine what their loss ratio will be like, what their claims behavior, what their cross-sale will look like, what their retention will look like. And these have turned out to be quite prescient. So we trust them now to deploy our dollars. You'll then meet AI when you make a purchase, because 98% of our sales are without any kind of agents or brokers, done with a chatbot. Then if you have any questions, likely as not, you'll be talking to an AI agent to get those questions answered. And when you come to make a claim, the majority of our claims are settled in as little as 3 seconds without any human intervention. So this is radically different from anything you've seen in any other insurance company. And it shows through in metrics like the LAE, where, as I say, since most of our claims are being handled without humans, to our customers' delight, you get this wonderful double effect of crushing costs while gaining customers' confidence and loyalty.
Now, I just want to say congratulations to every Lemonade shareholder. And with that said, if you're currently watching and you don't want to miss out on future opportunities like this, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.